It is another brand new week, and welcome to another brand new episode of our weekly devotion with yours truly. As you can see from my backdrop here, it is Chinese New Year. Hey, 恭喜发财! This is the time of the year where we greet each other with wishes of blessings and abundance. Well, in fact, this is the very same greeting that Jesus gave in John chapter 10, verse 10. Well, in that verse, he said, I have come to give you life and that you may have it more abundantly. Well, he also said in that same verse that the purposes and the goals of the devil and himself are direct opposite of each other. You see, while the devil came to steal and to kill and to destroy, Jesus came to give us life and life abundantly. Indeed, these are very contrasting purposes. So to live the promise of abundant life, we must realize the difference between the two and make the right choices in our everyday lives and circumstances. Well, I have here 5 mindful choices that we may have to make in order for us to live the abundant life that Jesus has earmarked for all of us. Here it goes. Well, to live an abundant life, the first thing we need to choose is to choose love. Well, the devil wants you to hate, while Jesus wants you to love. Hatred, I think we all know now, essentially sucks the life out of every one of us. But love does the opposite. Love gives one energy and vitality. Well, whether you realize it or not, it is exhausting to hate someone, and it is always in your best interest to let hatred go, no matter how much someone hurts you. Well, John wrote in 1 John chapter 4 as verses 7 and 8, he said, Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. He does not love, does not know God, for God is love. Well, number 2, to choose an abundant life, choose peace. The devil's strategy is always to get you to worry about your life, while Jesus wants you to be at peace. He is my peace, who have torn down every wall of hostility. When we worry, chances are we are thinking too much about everything, and that drain us all the joy that we may have. The Bible tells us not to be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Worry only makes our lives miserable and burden us with unnecessary stress. Instead, you know what? We can always go ask and request of God with the things that we worry about. Well, number 3, to live an abundant life, choose contentment. While the devil wants you to live a complicated and busy life, Jesus wants you to have time for rest and for enjoyment. Contentment is about finding beauty in less, putting quality over quantity. It's about valuing things that make us happy instead of chasing status symbols or societal expectations. Some people here are bankrupt in terms of time. These people have no time for rest, no time for exercise, no time for family, no time for enjoyment. It is time that we need to set some things aside so that we can have time for all those things that are important to us. Contentment is a lifestyle that often includes cutting back. Let's streamline our possessions and live a simpler life or a more intentional life. A life that's driven by what's most important to us, not by possessions or status. Jesus asked this question in Matthew chapter 8. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul, or forfeit their health, or forfeit their happiness, or forfeit their life? Well, to choose an abundant life, choose to live an abundant life, choose kindness. That's the 4th thing that we need to choose. To live a selfish life is often the strategy of the devil. But Jesus wants us to be kind and be generous, especially to the less fortunate. Now, kindness isn't a tool to make friends, for us to make us look better or to get ahead in our career. It isn't a facade that you can hide behind or something you can turn on and off as you please. Kindness is something we should spread generously because you never know when someone you encounter will need it the most. Help others, and you know what? God will reward you, because in Proverbs chapter 11 verse 25 it says, a generous man will prosper. He who refreshes others will himself be refreshed. Well, finally, the fifth choice for us to choose to live an abundant life is the most important choice that we have to make. That is to choose God. It is obvious that the devil wants us to choose anything else but God. You know, walking with God is a 24/7 partnership. Such a strengthened relationship with God will make the impossible possible for us. Well, in other words, being with God is a lifestyle. It's not an event. So always remember the opposite, that the devil came to steal, to kill, and to destroy, but Jesus came to give us life, and life more abundantly. Well, to live that abundant life, 恭喜发财, yeah? Make the right choice. Choose love, choose peace, choose contentment, choose kindness, and most importantly, choose God. I pray that you choose wisely. So have a great week ahead, and to all my Chinese friends, once again, 恭喜发财, and have a happy new year, and enjoy your time with your family and your loved ones. Blessings.